And just like that, we have seen the penultimate story of season 2 of Doctor Who, the Interstellar Song Contest.
Just like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're here.
Just like that.
Yeah. And what do we think of the Interstellar Song Contest? That's the question on everyone's mind today.
Whoops.
Love to know what you think, Connor, and you're going to tell me in just a juicy little second.
Yeah.
That giggle. That was like a little cute, like,
Well, maybe I'll give my opinion.
maybe. If I'm lucky enough, you will tell me. But that's what this is all about today. The big review of the big reveal, and there will be spoilers galore coming up. So you have been warned. Connor, where can people follow us?
Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor and on TikTok at 50Doctor
50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50%. Cat.
All right.
That was very well timed, Connor. Well
Thank
paced. I like that.
Thank you very much.
I like your moves.
I do. It's what I do.
Okay, so the Interstellar Song Contest is season 2, episode 6. The Doctor's quest to get Belinda back home to Earth leads to a space station hosting the famous song contest. But a harmless night of fun soon becomes a battle to survive. Obviously starring Ncuti and Vidada, with a guest cast including Freddie Fox, Kadif Kerwan, and is written by Gino Dawson and directed by Ben A. Williams. This one was one that we thought would either go one way or the other, I think.
Correct. That is correct.
I think we both knew that we were going to be in for a bit of camp fun.
Yes.
Two great bits of context of the world right now.
Yeah, okay.
Australia, terrible in Eurovision, so is that.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
we
never do well on it. Yeah.
I think this was a notoriously shit show one.
Right.
But there's that. But thank you to whoever it was. You represented us and we respect that. And then number 2. So to continue my theme of having 4 million beers before watching an episode of Doctor Who, this week I was watching the footy, had a couple beers there. I was like, this is great. Team won, go Freo.
Yeah.
Then I went to a gin tasting event.
Okay.
For I should tell you about this place actually because it's.
Oh yeah, I notoriously love gin.
No, but I know, actually that's a good point. You hate gin, but it's local. It's local,
Right. Okay.
Anyways, and I was there for the night, so I had like 4 million gins.
Right.
And then I came back, cracked open a couple more beers, and watched Doctor Who.
Okay.
So
right.
I was very buzzed actually,
Right.
and a really happy buzzed.
Okay.
I could have kicked on. I felt like I was partying at Eurovision when I watched it.
All right. So that's good context into going into a fairly camp episode. That's a great mood to go into.
Yes.
An episode 4.
So the first 5 minutes, I was like riding this wave. I was like, this is fucking amazing. And then the episode continued. And I've watched it twice. So that first watch when I was pissed, I enjoyed it the whole way through. But I sort of finished it going, oh, and not so much about the big reveal, just the episode. I was just sort of like, oh.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if that was very good. I had fun, but I'll have to watch it again in the morning to figure it out because I was too pissed. And it's like some of the jokes were hitting for me, some of the big reveals. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I was like yelling and oh, this was me.
I cheered, I shouted, I fist pumped the air, I cried, I stood and cheered.
Is that for the Susan reveal?
The Susan reveal, even the Rani shit.
Yeah,
some of the jokes had me clapping and things like that. I don't know. It was just a fun watch in that way.
Right.
I watched it again this morning and my sort of fears when I was drunk were confirmed that I don't think it's that great of an episode.
Yeah.
I think without taking the words out of your mouth, your tweet summed it up perfectly.
Yeah.
Sometimes kind of good, sometimes kind of shit.
Yeah.
Talk to me a bit about that, Connor.
Yeah. I think this is actually a really badly written episode.
I agree. The script's pretty poor, I think.
Crap fun.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it. That's how me and Jeremy were talking about it last night in the old DMs. Crap fun. I think I very quickly realized that the sonic screwdriver is the Doctor's favorite companion this episode because it does literally everything. It's blowing up guards' heads. It's creating Mavity shields.
Yeah.
It's doing everything.
Yeah.
It's saving the day. I think if you can just shut your brain off, this can be a fun episode. But I think there's just a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I think. The main one being just I think the whole idea is just kind of this takeover of the Interstellar Song Contest, this like protests and stuff, and we're supposed to believe that a thing that's getting watched, like a live show that's being watched by 3 trillion people across the galaxy, is so easy just to get into. It's like we don't really find out how the gods get onto the side of Kid and all the other people.
I think you just assume they've like hacked him or something. But again, we're assuming.
How is that happening? And also, it's like it's that simple just to get into the main control room and like take over. And there's just so many little things in this episode that really kind of didn't work for me. I had fun. I don't the Rani reveal, like I don't know.
Maybe we'll dive into that at the end. The Rani
I don't
reveal.
really like it, but excuse me, it's whatever.
Yeah,
you know, it is whatever. But just this whole episode didn't really. I thought character beats were off. The Doctor's like really dark at the end, and it doesn't feel warranted.
Yeah, it's not earned at all.
It's not earned. And if this was actually at the end of a really good episode, like a really great episode with a great villain, that scene would have really worked, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But not so much here. I also think Belinda was like written kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't know who Belinda is. I really don't.
They don't have that dynamic anymore of like the...
I agree. She's become Ruby again, which we love Ruby, but she's become...
Exactly right.
And this episode was the perfect time to really push the dynamic that we were promised in a companion that doesn't want to be there, doesn't take shit from the Doctor.
Yeah.
And in this episode where the Doctor is fully off the rails, if at the end of the episode, they went and hugged, like she saw him and was like, what the fuck? And then went and hugged him. And I know like their best friends like, can maybe put stuff behind him. That aside, at the end when they're walking to the TARDIS, all Belinda says about it is like, I never know what you're thinking. Like, no, like this needs to be like what you did there was not okay. You're fucking torturing a guy.
Yeah.
Like I really didn't really like the script that much, which is a shame because Juno's track record has been pretty good.
Well, I guess this is her first time doing TV.
I think it's her first TV script. Yeah,
I think you can
I think
tell.
you can really tell. Just structurally, like you, even just looking at the basic structure of it, the episode finishes 35 minutes in. The tension of the episode is done at 35 minutes. Then you have 15 minutes of bringing everyone back to life, and there's camp stuff, and there's fun stuff in there, and there's an amazing scene at the end in there as well. But just structurally, it just feels really all over the place, and the whole second act is just a thing of just showing, of just telling us things. This is what the corporation's doing. This is why they're here. And there's no real, for me, entertainment value in it. It was genuinely just telling us shit. And they're just in hallways. And it's like the most expensive episode of Doctor Who ever. And we see that at the start of the episode. But then once it goes in, we're just in like 2 really confined sets. And it's not confined in the same way of the barbershop or Midnight where it's interesting confined. It's just, we're in this set. And we're just going to have some conversations.
Yeah. Poppy's honey. Was that Poppy from Space Babies?
Oh my God. That can't be a coincidence, can it?
I don't know.
That has to come back.
Yeah. Well, she was just because she was in last week's episode. I never would have put 1 and 2 together if she wasn't in last week.
Fucking Poppy's back.
Yeah, Poppy's
honey.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, the first 5 minutes of the episode and the last 5 minutes of the episode were like the best. For me, like I really, the main theme of this episode was sort of the types of activism, activism, and I really like that because you've got this one extremist that's going out there and doing damage with their activism. They're not the bad maybe word to use it, the brand that they want to convey of what they are. They're doing damage. They want to kill 3 trillion people in the process. No one's going to listen to your point if that's the way you go about it. Versus someone that uses art and is just like confident and doesn't want to kill 3 trillion people because the lady at the end, when she sings, that's a form of activism. Sure. And I love that contrast. That's what the episode's all about. That's why the ending really works for me. But then, this whole 30 minutes in the middle, just I think it's the Doctor thing really ruined it because I didn't mind the villain. I thought he was kind of fun. But the Doctor thing, it's just like, I didn't love Shudi's performance. I didn't believe him, and I didn't believe the script.
When he was shocking, or?
Yeah, when he was
everything?
shocking. I think... I'm not going to say, is Shudi the guy? I'm not going to ask that big question because he's done some great episodes so far.
Yeah.
But he's a very overdramatic actor.
Yeah.
And I think that's coming out in a few scenes.
Yeah.
A few comments have said like he's a very one-note actor. I don't think he is. I think he's the opposite. I think he jumps too much. Like, it's like, this is a sad scene, so he has to go really sad, where it's like, let's build into that throughout the scene or just save it for specific moments. Like I'm struggling a bit, I think, and with his Doctor, because I don't understand who he is, because I just feel like he's constantly unpredictable. The things that tick him off, like obviously 3 trillion people dying. Yeah, I'd be pretty mad too.
But it's just a number. There's no weight behind it.
Exactly.
It's
So you don't buy it.
It's just saying a number that's ridiculous enough that is 3 trillion.
Yeah.
You know.
I did think that the directing was really good throughout the episode, and the shot behind.
I watched in succession. Like
I liked it though. I thought it was like fun. All the zooms and things like that. I thought it was fun. But even like the really haunting shot of the Doctor sonicking and the people going up behind him, and then cut to that extreme wide of the people flying out into space was the like silhouetted stuff. I thought was really good.
That is a very pretty shot.
But yeah, let's I guess briefly walk through the episode. So the Doctor and Belinda Sunday. Oh my god, Belinda Chandra arrive.
Oh, we're staying.
They decide they're staying.
Oh, we're staying
on the space station at the Interstellar Song Contest. They brought Ryland back. He's in cryostasis or something.
Yeah.
I thought he was a fun part of the episode.
He was fun. Him and Graham Norton were like definition of just cameo for cameo's sake. But
yeah, but they were. I don't know.
Fun.
They were fun. The Graham Norton one was definitely a cameo, but I thought Ryland had.
I love how Graham Norton's just delivering this like shattering dialogue at the end.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I heard that from Graham Norton. All right. My partner walked out when he was saying that, and she was like, "Fuck."
Graham Norton's delivering the bad news of Earth being destroyed.
And so they decide to stay and watch the song contest after they've done the vindicating.
Oh, we're staying.
We're staying. Fair enough. Meanwhile, Mr. Kid, Baby Goat, which they make reference to. I love how after all of that conversation on the podcast last week about Baby Goats.
Yeah, we kind of predicted the goats.
Yeah, we did. So Baby Goat takes over. They're hacking everything. And they have to throw on the dress rehearsal so no one suspects that anything's gone wrong.
The dress rehearsal that lasts like an hour, apparently.
What, as opposed to...
It's playing in the background the whole episode.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long... Don't worry.
A dress rehearsal would go for almost the length of the actual broadcast.
But like, weren't people just watching the main show, though?
People in the auditorium watching the main show, but what was being broadcast, they took over the broadcast and turned that into the dress rehearsal feed.
Right.
So it's, yeah.
People couldn't see. Right, I see.
Yeah, that was the whole point. You didn't get that?
No, I did. I don't know why it I didn't, the whole dress rehearsal thing, because that's what was playing on the transmission and stuff. I was just like, why is it like so long?
Because it would be the length of most of Eurovision.
I guess I don't know Eurovision very well.
Well, it's just TV. Because it's like when we do plays at school, you do a tech rehearsal, it's still the same length of the play. There might be a few moments that are missing, like Ryland wasn't there and stuff.
Right, I see.
But it's a run through of segments to make sure we're all hitting timing and marks and things.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so...
I see, right.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then they open up the dome. I liked there was a song going on whilst the takeover was happening, and I always love when they have like a pop song in the background. Russell said before...
Janice Goblin.
Janice Goblin was back, yeah. Russell said before that he liked using pop music in like a kind of scary way, and I think this episode did that really well. And then when it takes over and there's that really ominous like nyan, I thought it was spooky as hell. Like I was really vibing up to this point.
Yeah.
Doctor flies into space. Belinda survives. Somehow they're not just instantly sucked out of their pods. Yeah. They just fly up. I don't think that's how suction works in
Suction.
space. Suction. Yeah. A bit sus.
Yeah.
They close the pods. Belinda survives. She's having a little sook. Fair enough. I'd be pretty sad too.
Where am I?
What am I doing? I'm just a girl on my own.
Yeah.
And she walks out, finds a few survivors. This is also a red flag for this episode. Mm-hmm. These survivors are... just a bit of wood.
It's convenient as hell. I mean, one of them happens to do the technology that makes Shooty become like a hologram.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like an expert in defrosting.
Being a nurse.
Yeah.
And I just thought as well, if he could... To give Belinda more to do, Why are you making him a nurse? Why are you sort of
that's
taking
a good
over her
point,
job?
Actually.
Yeah.
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 It's so there's literally a line in the episode. It's like, God, I wish someone was someone like this. And it's like, I created that.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is so convenient.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very weird one. But yeah, so they're there throughout the whole episode. And meanwhile, there is. So that's who the Doctor meets after he. So he almost was a Princess Leia in The Last Jedi.
Right.
But instead, confetti cannons.
Yeah. Very camp.
And when I was pissed, that was a fist pump in the air moment. I was like, this is wild. This is so stupid, but I love it.
Oh, and that's when we see Susan for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the lure for him to want to come back and survive because of Susan, I think is a great incentive.
Yeah.
But this shit came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it would, even if it was like in the Robot Revolution or something, or Lux when Belinda's talking about her family, even if the Doctor just said, oh yeah, I have a granddaughter, by the way,
Yeah.
just to make it present that stuff is still on his mind post Ruby leaving.
Right, because it is like it. Again, it would have made so much more sense at the end of Series 1 because they get their mention in like the Devil's Core, they get their mention in Legend of Ruby Sunday,
Yeah.
and yeah, here it's just like you're right. It does just kind of just come out of nowhere, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, smacks you in the face.
You know.
Yeah.
It's, and I don't know what they're doing with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like it is cool, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see where they go, but it was, like a little smack on the face.
Yeah,
Like,
it
Susan
was just it was just so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it because obviously I am excited, but it's how I felt last week, where it was like, you know, Fugitive Doctor, and you're like, what the fuck? Okay, like, and you're kind of just you're trying to put it all together and stuff. And
yeah, I hope this one isn't just a little cameo. Like this has to come back.
I think she'll be a pretty big part of it. I would assume.
I hope so. Yeah, okay. So they take literally all that happens from here on is Doctor get mad. Doctor starts zapping the shit out of Kid. We find out the backstory of the corporation and the characters. We've got the woman was hiding herself.
Oh, I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, I know.
The
Yeah,
most obvious
see it
reveal.
coming.
I hate when I don't want to be smarter than the episode, for fuck's sake. I feel like I was 10 minutes ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like everything that happened I knew was going to happen.
Yeah. And then they start bringing everyone. They bring Ryland back from the dead. They defrost him.
Just like my career. That was funny.
Yeah, I feel like that was a line that he like just wanted to say.
That was funny.
I feel like
Self-awareness is always good.
very self-aware. And then the Doctor's like, "Can you do this for 10 million people?" And they're like, "No worries."
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Defrosting 100,000 people would take forever.
Yeah,
And like, but at the end of the episode, it's like Mrs. Flood just happens to be the last.
yeah.
It's like, oh, you're the last, my
Yeah.
dear.
Classic.
Oh my God, the convenience in this story.
Yeah.
It takes me out.
We also didn't say that
Bullshit.
there's a Delta wave from it's in Parting of the Ways.
Oh, okay.
The Delta wave is what they're using they're wanting to kill everyone.
Right.
That's what the Doctor wants to use to kill the Daleks in Parting of the Ways.
Is that, you know, Russell said there's going to be in Series 2 a piece of technology that comes back.
That'll be it, yeah. Delta wave. I think it's cool. I liked
That
it.
was it.
I liked it.
That was it,
I thought it was
Aiden.
cool. Cool touch.
Great.
Well, there's also the sonic screwdriver.
Yeah, the sonic screwdriver is like, it does everything this week. Like I said, it's blowing up guards' heads.
It's a fun little tool.
It's helping the Doctor be a hologram. You know when the Doctor gets shot and it's a hologram?
Yeah, that was so dumb. It was so dumb.
Why are we
I
still
fucking
doing
hate
holograms?
holograms.
Yeah, I know. It's so
Doctor Who
lame.
use them all the time. Just as like a little get out of jail, like
Yeah.
little cheap trick. You
You
know?
think the Doctor's about to get shot? Nope.
Not today, baby.
He's a hologram.
And then like, so the episode is kind of done there, and then we have like 15 minutes of Defrost and homies, and then we get the great performance and what I thought was a very powerful moment of the episode, which is when the other what was the species called? The horny gang,
The honey lovers.
the horny honey.
The horny honeys.
But when that lady, the contestant, sings, and you have some like cutaways to the nature
Yeah.
and things like that. I thought that was beautiful, and that was something I was sort of asking for earlier in the episode to sort of show the power of this planet and what that stuff means to people and things like that. But alas, we did not get that until the end, which is why the end is so great. What do you think of the performance?
This is what I did in that scene. That's what I did.
Really? You didn't like that scene?
Nah, I think I'd kind of checked out at that point.
Okay. That brought me back. And actually on my rewatch, I was like getting tingles in the cheeks. I was like, this is beautiful. I really dug it. I was there for it. Can a man not just have tingles in his cheeks?
Just an interesting scene to get tingles over, I guess.
Well, it was a beautiful scene, I thought.
I can't care if I haven't really.
Cheered.
You cheered, you shouted, you fist pumped the air. Was it exactly everything you wanted it to be? Like
No, not this episode,
Richard E.
no.
Grant says?
No, I wouldn't
I
say
fist
that.
pumped the air.
But I thought it was a beautiful scene. And then they walk up to the TARDIS. It's very like,
Doctor, I don't know you sometimes. I don't know myself sometimes.
do you think he's going to go further? Do you think he's going to go darker in the finale? Is that what they're alluding to here?
I hope. I don't know. Who knows? This characterization is just so bad.
Yeah.
Like, how are we here again with the Doctor that we don't understand, don't get? They change.
Yeah.
It's like we don't know anything really about them.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, will he go darker in the end? Maybe, but like, was that always the plan? I don't know.
But the other thing as well that I feel is like, so much of this episode, I just feel like, we've been there before, we've done that. Like, we had a big sort of episode. I know Lucky Day wasn't specifically about activism, it was about spreading lies and truth, but we kind of had that, a very similar plot point in the episode, especially like the takeover of UNIT, that sort of thing. We're doing that again here with a space station. Different messaging behind it, but similar plot. And then when it comes to how the Doctor is handled with this dark side, look, whenever we go to like a darker Doctor now, in this way, the Doctor going too far, whenever we do that, I just feel like we've done this before so many times.
Right, but also it's worked better before as well.
It has worked better,
We've seen Time Lord Victorious, so
I also think like it's never, even though it's worked better before, even if it works decent here, we've seen it before, so it's never going to be as effective.
yeah.
Like let's do something new. The Doctor can make mistakes, and we don't have to do the whole he's gone too far narrative. He can be flawed without just being dark and edgy.
That's a good point, Aiden.
Yeah, well, I'm a clever guy.
He's a funny guy.
I'm a funny guy.
Gone too far.
Yeah, we're back there. We're back there going too far. So they go back into the TARDIS, and so Graham Norton rocks up, and he's like,
Earth, home of cats, dogs,
yep,
and Donald Trump.
and the 50% Doctor Who podcast.
Yeah.
And
Sadly,
the Earth is doomed.
It's dead.
It dies on May the 24th. Oh shit!
literally, I'm just sat there, just like,
Really? We're still doing this?
what? It does?
I don't understand
The
why.
TARDIS doors exploded.
I know.
So dumb.
So they go into the TARDIS, they pull
So
a few
dumb.
levers, and because all of a sudden, even though it's been strongly alluded to, the Earth does not exist and is in some trouble all season. All of a sudden, when Graham Norton rocks up and says, the Earth's dead, now they're like, oh shit, this is episode 6.
Yeah.
We need to get to the bottom of this now. Let's go. And so
Yeah.
they run off.
Dun, 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 dun,
But then I'm not just going to get you home. I'm going to save your home. Lever. Pulls. Red.
Pause. Boom.
Boom. What's that? What's that sound? That's the sound of May the 24th. And cut to doors. Boom.
Why does Cloister Bells sound like May 24th?
Because it knows that something's not right.
Boom.
But it's the exploding doors thing is so stupid. And you bet you that in Wish World next week's episode, those doors are not going to be exploded. I'm telling you right now, this is just another stupid thing that Russell likes to do from time to time. Like, the end of Turn Left when Bad Wolf is written over everything, and then and it just is
For no reason.
Yeah, it's like written on the TARDIS.
Yeah,
and
that
everything.
is weird.
It's like, what the fuck is that about?
I think it's having trouble translating.
Connor, this is another just bullshit.
I agree. I don't know
It's
why I'm
another-
trying, because
and
I
then-
love Turn Left. I don't know why I'm trying to defend it, but
And then we have the Robot Revolution, where we have the shot of just like the Eiffel Tower,
Yeah.
the Statue of Liberty,
yeah, the black
taxi,
cab.
and then the star,
the certificate,
the certificate,
and there's a calendar,
and then the calendar with May 24th. And like people were hard in the comments for taking the piss out of that. They were like,
well, who looks stupid now?
yeah, well, it's another one of those things. If the TARDIS doors are exploded off, I'll do some kind of
you've already got to run with. There's always a twist. You're gonna most probably have to watch Empire Dev 8 times in a row.
Yeah, I'm losing all my bets here
because I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Omega's not in the next 2. Okay, should have made the bet of Rani.
Who knows?
Then that would have been the right one. I'm not. It didn't make me hyped to go into the final. I was just like, if anything, it was kind of answering some of my questions of my concerns and being like, no, this doesn't look too good.
Yeah, we're in trouble with this finale.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip from Unleashed?
It looks dog shit. It looks absolute dog shit.
I agree.
A big fucking walking dinosaur. This is not why I tune into Doctor Who.
It looked rough. And I also the scene they showed, I was like, I don't know what is going on.
No.
I have no idea.
It's weird because it seems like they're going for it. But like you said, we've seen it before. It looked like it was going for like a Lie of the Land thing where they're pushing a narrative about the Doctor.
Yeah.
But also it seems to be going for a Wedding of River Song thing.
It's giving Wedding of River Song.
Where, it's like a big fucking dinosaur is walking through London.
It's not well.
Which I'm not sure if you know, but that doesn't happen normally. So
shit, really?
So something's going on.
I thought they had dinosaurs in London.
Fuck it out. It looks so shit.
Yeah, Comrade's on the screen.
Yeah, going the Time Lord and the Rani. They used to be friends until they weren't.
Yeah, I feel like we could be in for a rough couple of weeks here.
I fucking knew it that this episode would start the shit streak.
We had a good run.
We did have a good run.
Yeah. But again, this episode was still fine. Like it was harmless. I'm not offended by this episode. There's just things in it where I'm like, it could have been a lot better.
I don't know if it should have been the Pomultra episode.
I get it's maybe like the bit of fun before the finale kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I had such a blast.
I think we should talk about that post-credit scene.
Yes.
Haven't you ever seen the Rani before?
Pissed off.
Miss Flood is the Rani.
Oh my god! Wow, what a twist.
I kind of don't mind that she's the Rani. I think it's dumb because Miss Flood acts nothing like the Rani. But I think the twist as well, even though it looked horrible, the bi-generation, I think that like surprised me that she bi-generated. I wasn't expecting the bi-generation. And so she splits in 2. And it at least as well made me be like, okay, at least we didn't just do the giggle bi-generation for no reason. Like at least there was maybe a plan in place here. And she just like, I don't know. I like who they have brought in as the new Rani because she's giving Rani energy. But I feel like Miss Flood, after all this hype, is now just going to be like the comic relief in the background for the finale the whole time. Like she's just like got nothing to do.
Yeah, great. I love the unholy trinity: Mrs. Flood, the Rani, and Conrad.
Yeah.
Wow. How exciting.
Yeah, that's a bit naff, isn't it?
Remember the ones like, the gods of Ragnarok, maybe it will be Missy, and maybe it will be this. And it's just Mrs. Flood and Conrad and the Rani.
And also, like, Miss Flood and the Rani are the same person.
Oh,
isn't it? It's like,
no, this is what's so fucking dumb about this shit. It's like, does every Time Lord bi-generate now?
And so doesn't that mean that Mrs. Flood then has to combine with the Rani? Isn't that what they said? Like,
yeah, I think
the 14th Doctor it does what he does so that the 15th Doctor can be better, which means the 15th Doctor still takes place after the 14th Doctor. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that, but...
you see people got mad at me for making that comment about Shooty needing therapy?
Yeah. I don't think we should go into that because this episode again proves that this man is maybe not doing too crash hot. But I don't know, man. It's silly. It's nice to have the Rani back because we've had the Master a million times. I don't feel like the characterization is there. Like DW Fan 91 was talking about it really well in their review. They were saying like,
why don't we talk about episodes well?
The Rani isn't really like a big bad. They're kind of just like a C tier villain, like they're like a scientist kind of thing. Like Miss Flood acts nothing like the Rani. Like the whole thing is just a bit like, what is going on?
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not looking forward to there being like some homework with like a story, like a Tales of the TARDIS.
No, it could be a Tales of the TARDIS, but I don't know what one you do because
Mark of the Rani.
they're not very good stories.
Is there only 2?
I think there are only 2. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah. There's Time in the Rani and is it Twin Dilemma or something?
God forbid they do something original.
Maybe they'll bring in because she's also in that Children Need Special Dimensions in Time. She's in the Mark of the Rani and Time of the Rani. Yeah, you're right with Mark. Yeah, what the fuck's the Twin Dilemma again?
Well,
I don't know Doctor Who, mate.
So she's in Syl's first episode.
She's in Seals first, and she's in one with Colin as well.
See, that'd be weird to like do a Tales of the TARDIS for like a first episode of the Doctor.
Also, not a very good episode, so there's that.
The source material was so good.
Have I seen the Mark of the Rani?
You've seen one, I think. You said you've seen the one with Sylvester.
I've seen the one with Sylvester. Oh my god!
What?
No, I should watch this because so season 22, right? I got the collection set, and there is. I think that was one I just didn't really get into too much when I was watching it, and I had 2 serials left. And I think in my head over time, because one of them was Time Lash, which is like a notoriously stupid, silly, horrible episode. And I thought that would be a fun one for me to watch for the first time when we do it on the pod. So I've not checked it out. And I think in time, I just forgot that there was another story
Right, and that's this
after
one.
that. I think that's how the order of it. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, interesting. Maybe I should watch that before next week.
Dog shit.
Yeah. So here we are now with the Rani, Mrs. Flood, and Conrad, the gang.
I hate that.
Avengers, assemble.
I hate it. I think it's terrible.
I think we had to see it, but I'm a bit worried for sure.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Yeah.
It could be great. I hope so. I
Could
hope.
be.
I hope. I just hate that I'm going with such low expectations again. I really wanted to go in like fist pump in the air into the final, but
We're not doing that. I'm going in a bit worried, but at least we had some good episodes.
yeah. And apparently, Doctor Who's not cancelled now.
Doctor Who's not cancelled. I figure maybe we can talk about that in the Tuesday episode of the pod.
Yeah, it's like I think people already. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, I guess it's time for the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Time for the whiteboard.
Ass. Put it in ass.
It's not ass.
It is, Aiden.
It's not ass.
I'm being negative. Let me be negative,
It's not
all right?
offensively bad because I had fun with it.
Yeah,
I
so
did have
did
fun with it.
I put it in kind of good, kind of shit.
Yes, I think it's definitely kind of good, kind of shit. It locks itself in there nicely, I think. Because it's definitely not Star Beast, Empire, Death, Robot Revolution bad for me. It's fun and it's got some moments that I like, but still just a bit shit in it. So sometimes kind of good, sometimes kind of shit. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think it looks about right.
Oh, we're staying.
Oh, he's fucking staying in kind of good, kind of shit. That's for sure. Alrighty.
It just, you know what, well, like, okay. I know, like, we had to do like a shorter episode today anyway, but like, honestly, I don't really have much to say about it.
Because there's not a lot of meat on the bones.
Exactly.
Like,
there's not really much to say. Like
it treads a lot of ground that we've done before, and just nothing really got me. Yeah. Not a lot of meat. There's a lot of teasing. A lot of things have been set up. We'll just have to see where it goes.
For an episode that has Susan Foreman and the Rani in it, it's pretty boring.
Yeah. Especially that second act is a bit boring.
Yeah.
Connor, what do you want to give it out of 10?
I'm going to give it a 5.
5.
What did I give Robot Revolution?
5. Yeah,
I think it's slap bang with that episode.
I'm going to give it a 6. I don't think it was that bad, but it was fine.
Woof! Here we go into the abyss of the last 2 episodes.
Yes, I can't wait. It is terrifying. I've been Aiden.
And I've been Connor.
And we'll see you on Tuesday. It's Aiden and Connor's podcast.
We're doing Doctor Who reviews on a Sunday.
Doing
Doctor Who reviews. Never seen a bi-generation before.
Unfortunately, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Me brainstem's dead. I guess it's time to regenerate.
Better think of a cool thing to say before I
Yeah.
die. Let there be war.